All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea news. Lots of news popping about, some transfer news as well, as we are warming up to the summer transfer window. Once this month is over, is going to be all cracking, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be absolutely cracking. Serious conversation today, serious conversation today. I really want to talk deep about Conor Gallagher. Some of you guys seem to, I wouldn't say not rate him. I think people rate him, but not to the extent that he's Chelsea quality. But then there are some of you guys who really get upset if there's anything sort of constructive or slightly negative about Conor Gallagher. And I really want to talk to you guys about and really try and understand where predominantly of the fan base are sitting in regards to Conor Gallagher. So that's going to be a huge topic. We're going to go through a whole heap of other news that's been floating about early this morning. So it's going to be quite interesting to go through all of that. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Blood, big up to Miz. Haven't been on your lives in a while. Big up to you, man. Good to see you here. Hopefully you enjoy this live session. Valan, big up to you, my man. Ridom, big up to you. Sohan, hey, Miz, good to catch you live. Brilliant. Shubra, big up Miz and the Coin Gang. Coin Gang is in the house. Eric, big up to you. RS7, big up to you. Each and every one of you guys. Smash the like button. Let's pump the likes. We are lacking on the likes lately. You know how important the likes are. The likes are the drug of the growth of this particular channel. This is what drives the channel forward. If you guys can smash the like button, take the opportunity right now to hit the like button. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's run towards 23,000 subscribers. Is it 23 or 24? What are we on at the moment? Maybe it is 23. I think we might have hit 22. So yeah, it is 23 that we're chasing at the moment. So yeah, let's get in on that. But yeah, first up, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at the news. And as I said, I want to see where you guys at with Conor Gallagher at the moment, because it's interesting. I'm getting some very sort of responses in the comments for some of my videos that I'm dropping in recent times. So I want to see what you guys have to say about this. Conor Gallagher remains on Newcastle's wanted list, and Mason Mount was also discussed previously. However, Mount would require them to break their wage structure. Chelsea's bloated squad includes a number of players Newcastle admire. So very interesting. Luke Edwards. Where's Luke Edwards from? Let's have a look at where Luke Edwards is from. Northern football writer, Daily Telegraph, BBC podcaster, Leyton Orient fan. Okay, fair enough. I mean, telefootball, somewhat reliable. I mean, look, at the end of the day, there is rumors around Conor Gallagher potentially being sold in this upcoming summer. Obviously, there was the offer from Everton last transfer window in January, 40 million. Some were very excited and ecstatic about that particular offer, thinking, hey, we should have probably cashed in on that. But this is where I want to have the conversation. And I'm going to pick up some of your comments. Me personally, this is my honest opinion. Some people call it hate. I have zero hate towards any player, let alone Conor Gallagher. I think Conor Gallagher is truly through and through Chelsea. He's through and through proper Chelsea. There is no doubts about that. He wants to make it here at Chelsea Football Club. My issue is, I think from a technical standpoint, he lacks. Overall, he lacks as a Chelsea player for me. From where we used to be, with the likes of Lampard, Ballack, Essien, Ramirez, and all those other midfielders that we had, right? The legendary midfielders. To now come to Conor Gallagher, and no disrespect at all, because Conor Gallagher could potentially turn out to be a very good midfielder. And this is what I want to try and get to in this conversation with you guys. But me personally, right now he's lacking. He's lacking, man. That technical ability, that passing ability at times. Yes, he's got a lot of energy. Yes, he's got that Gala dog in him. Gala ha. He's got that dog in him. He's got the intensity. He's got that energy. And he can score goals, of course. We saw him score a header. He can score from outside the box. I think he scored one against Crystal Palace. I just don't feel he's that quality, But let me know what you guys think. And this is the reason why I would let go of him. If Newcastle are interested, I would find an opportunity to get rid of this particular player. FFP is another concern where academy players will give us direct injection of profit into our books. But I've also mentioned in my recent video that I don't mind having him as a as a squad player. And I have recently also said that, look, under these current circumstances, everyone is playing bad. Not just, Conor Gallagher, in fact, has been fairly all right, in fact, in recent times throughout all of this chaos. But in this shambolic season, not many players have actually stood out. So is there a benefit of the doubt, perhaps, Conor Gallagher under a proper manager like Pochettino, who's touted to come through, who's seems like it's imminent? Would you give him an opportunity under Pochettino? Do you think he could get to a different level? A level that is worthwhile for Chelsea Football Club? Me personally, I don't think so. But is that harsh? Is that harsh? Are there other players out there that are better? Let's see what you guys are saying about this particular situation. Pedro Neves, good to see you, my man. Gallagher suits Newcastle to a T. Eddie Howe is all about pressing and being aggressive. There you go. I mean, I'm pretty sure Newcastle could stump up, 40 million. Easy. I think that should be roughly what Gallagher should be worth. But let me know, would you keep him? Would you keep him? Poch's preferred formation is 4-2-3-1. Where does Gallagher fit in? He's not a pivot player and will have several players wanting to play the 10 that are better. Nkunku, Mount, potentially Felix. Very good point, Sarah. Very, very good point. When you break it down in that particular perspective, formation, 4-2-3-1, where would Conor Gallagher play? That's potentially how Poch wants to play. Unless Poch changes it around to a 4-3-3, then you could, have someone like Conor Gallagher in one of the eights, and then he can come into fruition. But in a 4-2-3-1, it will be very difficult. He will have to play as one of the 10s. As you said, there'll be Nkunku, there'll be Mount, there'll be potentially Felix. Does make it very, very difficult. Conor has less finesse than Mount, in my opinion. Conor suits a team which focuses on physicality than technique. Bang on. And I think he suits a team that plays on the counter-attack. This is why a lot of us got so excited about Conor Gallagher last season for the madness that he was doing at Palace. Don't forget, Palace beat Man City and Conor Gallagher was, I think he was one of the goal scorers. And he did very well in last season's, a loan spell at Palace, because Palace predominantly played on the counter and Gallagher really didn't have to think too much. It's just pick up the ball and let's run and try and score a goal. Whereas with Chelsea, there's a lot more thinking that is required, man. You got to hold the ball. You got to have the ability to hold the ball. Look at the way Man City, the way they hold the ball. Pep Guardiola always keeps referring, the ball is your friend. Keep it to yourself. And this is where I feel like Conor Gallagher lacks. But that's just my personal opinion. We don't necessarily have to play like that under Pochettino. We could very much be, a not so focused on possession. We could be a counter-attacking football team, but we'll see. We'll see. Chelsea all the way. If you want to play possession-based football, then Gallagher isn't it. There you go. I had a few people getting very upset with me, calling it that, Miz, what's with the hate? And I feel like today these comments are vindicating that it's not hate. It seems like a lot of people are making some legitimate comments in regards to why Conor Gallagher perhaps doesn't fit Chelsea Football Club. Let's pick up some more of your comments. Poch might keep him. Conor loves to run all around the pitch. Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, someone's already saying that Poch could potentially like this type of a player. Dominic is saying a good squad player, 30 minutes, and he could come on and be like 3 players. He could come on and become 3 players. Kante used to be 2 players. Conor Gallagher, 3 players. Why not? We've got Contrarian. Hope I pronounced that right. Gallagher runs around, does nothing. I don't know. I used to say as well. I think a lot of you guys used to say as well that he runs around, does nothing. I mean, look, nothing is probably disrespectful. He does hustle the opposition, and he's scored recently, and he has scored a couple of times. I think under Frank Lampard already, that deflected goal as well, and that header recently. I feel like, can Conor Gallagher, and this is the question to you guys, can Conor Gallagher be coached into a far more technical player? Let me know. I mean, he's not old. Like, he should be able to train himself to be better technically. You look at someone like Declan Rice's growth. Declan Rice was not as technical as he's still got a lot more improvements to do. But now the Declan Rice we see is a lot more technical than the Declan Rice we saw maybe 12 months ago, maybe 24 months ago. So could Conor Gallagher be someone who could potentially train up to be technical? Let me know. Calvin is saying he's a squad player with huge potentials to keep any team's intensity. Fair enough. Yeah, squad player. But let me know, would you if there was a suitor, if Newcastle comes knocking on our door for, let's say, 40 million, would you potentially sell him? Would you guys potentially sell him? No, we need the money for FFP. We need to sell. There you go. A few people are already looking to sell. You want a Roadrunner, keep him, but FFP will need to sell. For Roadrunner, keep him, FFP, sell. Shuba saying Conor is easy 35 million for us. I think that will be most likely outcome. Fair enough. A lot of people are saying, no, he won't improve the technical side of things. No, he can't. I am surprised Liverpool are not in for him. Yeah, I mean, no, there is a link. There is a rumor that he is linked to Liverpool. Whether they get him or not, I'm not really sure. We don't have the time, but Poch wants to keep Mount. I guess, yeah, at the end of the day, if it comes down to Mount or Gallagher, I think Mount will definitely get the nod ahead of Gallagher. But then Mount's contract situation, the money situation, is posing to be a huge problem. Did you hear Wenger say footballers don't improve technically after the age of 12? No chance for Gallagher. Wow. Did he actually say that? That's pretty mad. I thought if you train enough, there should be some improvement, right? Seems you have some haters in the comment, Miz, but it's good to know haters watch and contribute to the streams. Yeah, now fair enough, man. You do need the haters at some time, it spices up the conversations. Get Caicedo and Polinia or Ogate, yeah, all of those targets I love, and very, very exciting indeed. After seeing Rudiger's performance last night, I somewhat wonder, why didn't we try hard enough to give him what he wanted in terms of wage instead of wasting millions on current useless defenders? I wouldn't say useless defenders, the ones that we've got. There are some really, really good potentials in the likes of Wesley Fofana and Buddy Shield, and obviously Lewa Colwell hopefully coming back. But look, there was a multitude of things that kind of halted that situation. The sanctions didn't allow us. Why didn't we try and do the deal before the sanctions when we had all that time? I'm not really sure. Why didn't we try and do it post the Champions League win? That was also a ridiculous situation. And then obviously the new ownership came in, and there just wasn't enough time. And Rudiger, didn't have a promise from the new owners that they were going to give him the kind of money that he's, getting at Real Madrid. So that's probably the reason. See what else you guys are saying. I would keep Gallagher. He will be ready to be a squad player, unlike Mount, who will want to be first team player. Yeah, that's probably the only reason why I want to keep Gallagher as always, because of the squad player situation. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Armando Broja is set to return to Chelsea in preseason after recovering from his serious knee injury ahead of schedule. This is from Nizar Kinsella. good news, because we've seen some footage of Armando Broja recently, how he's working very hard in the gym and looks like he will come back for the preseason, which is great news. There was rumors that he potentially might not even make it to preseason. He was probably going to come after the season started, somewhere around October, November sort of period. I think that was the initial sort of assessment. But now he's going to be back in the preseason, which is fantastic to see. Good recovery from him. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you feel about Armando Broja? He's a particular name. I guess once you're injured, you do get forgotten, right? You do get forgotten. Me personally, I thought he was going to have a breakthrough season this season. I mean, last season wasn't bad, of course. Semi-breakthrough at Southampton, scored quite a lot of goals. But as the season sort of went on, the latter half of the season kind of dipped for him. Kind of dipped for Southampton altogether anyway. But I thought he was going to kick on from the first half of that season. And this season at Chelsea Football Club, I thought, do you know what? Under Thomas Tuchel, maybe he'll get some opportunities. And then once Thomas Tuchel got sacked, I thought under Graham Potter, he would definitely get a lot more chances. And he was getting chances, if I'm being absolutely honest. But he wasn't really shining in those chances that was given to him. I feel like he was trying too hard at times, trying extremely hard at times. But I feel if had he not been injured, maybe there could have been something there for Armando Broja this season. Maybe he could have had that season that defined him and then kick-started his career. But the injury absolutely ruined that situation. And it also happened during that period after the World Cup and in the January sort of time where we were buying a whole heap of players. And then obviously he gets the injury, and now we've got this plethora of players, and he's now slowly being forgotten. Do you know what? I was thinking initially, he probably needs to go out on a loan again, just to sort of re-establish himself. But I'm keen to see how he actually does in preseason. He's a player that I would definitely take in preseason. No doubts about that. I don't want players like Lukaku, this, that, the other, all the players that don't have a future. Like, I would be so annoyed if I see Christian Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech and Callum Hudson-Odoi and all of these players that honestly has no future at Chelsea Football Club. But this particular player, I actually wouldn't mind, Lukaku's another player. Like, honestly, I don't think Lukaku wants to be at Chelsea Football Club, but there's some rumors that maybe he may be back. But look, he's one player I would love to see in the preseason. And I want to see how he fares in the preseason. If he can have a strong preseason, then why not compete for the number 9 position? But let me see what you guys are saying about this. Show me what you guys got about this particular news. Let's start with Elias. I reckon we would have seen some good link up with Broja and Felix, and maybe we could have actually. Both are very, very quick, robust. It would have been a good combination. You're right. Yes, you can sell Mounts. I was saying if he stays, he'll be good alongside Nkunku. Fair enough. Shubra is saying, I think Chelsea might keep Broja in the squad next season. First point is homegrown quota. Second is Chelsea medical team might want to keep him under their reservation after that injury. Fair enough. Osimhen or Kane, main striker, and then Broja or Fofana backup. My brother, you're setting very, very high bars. You need to understand, R7, we don't have European football. And we have financial fair play issues looming over our head. And you are asking for Osimhen and Kane. Kane is definitely not happening. Regardless of the Poch situation, Kane is definitely not happening. There is no way Harry Kane moves from Spurs to Chelsea Football Club. The backlash is too much. And I mean, Harry Kane is a Spurs academy product. How's he going to play for Chelsea Football Club? Do you know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. And Osimhen, once again, will cost a lot of money. A lot of money. And it's not going to be easy to deal with Napoli. It's just not going to happen. So forget about those two strikers. So come up with another comment and then we can have a look into this. Pedro is saying Kane as the first choice as a creative deep line forward, and Broja might be good. A lot of people are saying Kane. What's going on, guys? Am I missing something? Is Kane coming to Chelsea Football Club? Why are people talking about Kane like this is a this is a feasible situation? Kane to Chelsea is not happening. I mean, I hope it happens, so I'm proven wrong. But I'm not going to keep my expectations up because this for me is a Fugazi situation, honestly. And Broja might be a good option for a different type of dimension of striker as a target man for matches where we play more direct. Broja Fofana striker options next season with Nkunku secondary option. Fair enough. Young, why not? Roll the dice with youth. Let's go. What's there to lose? I suppose you're right. I mean, we're not in Europe. Let's try and develop these two players who could surprise a lot of us. Because I agree, keep Broja as backup striker, sign one, send Fofana on loan, kick Lukaku out the door. There you go. Kane is not happening. Now, I don't know why people are saying Kane, man. Like, what's going on? Fofana's 45 minutes offered more highlights than all of the other strikers combined. The movement, speed, control, and presence. Do you know what? I feel sad for Fofana, man. David Dr. Fofana deserved to have a lot more minutes. Like, I don't know how Kai Havertz ended up getting all of those minutes. I think someone like David Dr. Fofana would have been fantastic competition for him, and maybe we could have got a lot more from David Dr. Fofana. But it seems like the plan is to send him out on a loan, which is sad to see. We could have. I feel like we missed a lot of tricks this season, man. Amidst the chaos, we missed the trick on Chukwuemeka. We missed the trick on David Dr. Fofana. We missed the trick on many players, many young players that we could have, got out of this season. Felt that, you know what? Yeah, it was a shambolic season, but at least we discovered Chukwuemeka, or at least we discovered David Dr. Fofana. It's sad. We didn't do either. We didn't do anything. This was a proper bad season, man. We didn't do anything. Send him on loan to Dortmund and let him develop there and come back. I don't think Dortmund wants any striker. That's the issue. I don't know if they're really keen on a striker at the moment. Sarah Daniel Levy wouldn't sell us a cold, let alone their all-time top goal scorer. Sarah's on fire, man. Shout out to Sarah, man. She's on fire. I'm guessing that's a she. Sarah should not. I don't know these days. These days, anything is possible. Could be a boy's name as well. But I'm guessing it's a she. It's a her. Broby is saying, I think people are optimistic because Poch is coming in, but I don't think he's coming to Chelsea. I mean, look, it's an easy connection to make, but it's not an easy deal. And I don't think Kane will do that. I really don't think Kane will do that. Oh, well, that means we keep Lukaku or Oba. Then now Oba's going as well. This is why the Lukaku situation is coming to fruition. It's not that top players won't sign for Chelsea. It's Levy. It's not top. I mean, we'll still get top players. Just Daniel Levy is going to be hard to handle. Elias is saying Kolomuani or Vlahovic. I reckon we get one of them. Kolomuani would be fantastic, but I think Muani is going to Bayern Munich. Vlahovic could be a big chance, but Kolomuani is potentially going to Bayern Munich. Yeah. Lucas, I hope Julian Alvarez pulls a Cancelo with Pep and can snap him up in the summer. Cheeky, That would be cheeky. But highly doubt it, man. Highly doubt it. He signed a contract extension as well, I think, with a bumper wage. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Raphinha has replied to the news of him giving the green light to leave Barcelona in the summer. Fake news. Who shared that news is not well informed and not professional. Well, there you go. We don't need to worry about Raphinha. I know a lot of you guys don't want him. Me personally, I don't want him anymore. Didn't mind him last summer, but that was a different circumstance. There wasn't any history. We placed enough money for him, more money than Barcelona did to Leeds. I think Leeds wanted to sell the player to us as well, but the player only wanted to go to Barcelona. That was the issue. Thomas Tuchel, I think, wanted this player as well, and he didn't want to join us. He wanted Barcelona. Now there's, fake news that he's potentially going to be, sold. I think he will, even though he's saying this is fake news. I truly think he will be sold, because how else are you going to make the money for Messi? Messi's Messi's going to come back to Barcelona, most likely. So look, either way, let's forget about Raphinha. Raphinha can find another home. Raphinha can find another home. Let's see what you guys are saying. Sign Branko van der Boomen, partner with Kante and Enzo in midfield. I have no idea who this particular player is. Let me know who he is. Good, I don't rate Raphinha at all. He was crap at Leeds, overhyped player. Look, I don't know if he was crap at Leeds, man. I mean, it was good. There was some benefits in him, man. Anyone think the relationship between Chelsea and Spurs may have slightly changed? I mean, we no longer have Russian owners, which is what maybe Levi issue was. Hey, maybe a new owners could potentially take Daniel Levy out for a good meal. This would you take Mane and Tony? Do you know what? Sadio Mane's name's been popping around. I always liked Sadio Mane, man. I really did. Now the issue is he a finished player? Like last season, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's finished," but he's still put on the numbers. But that's, I guess, because of the structure, the organization, the philosophy that Liverpool has. You're always going to bang in goals. They play high octane football over there. This season didn't really work out for him at Bayern Munich, but then again, it's season of adaptation. I don't know whether he leaves. There is rumors that he's going to leave. I wouldn't mind him, but I am weary. Is he done? Is he actually done? Is it over, or does he have another win? Potentially, he's given his best, hasn't he? Potentially, Sadio Mane has given his best at Liverpool. So, it's not like we're going to get a player on his prime. Could he potentially play as a number 9? Maybe lots of experience there. But I don't know if he's got the ability to drop deep, hold up the play, link up the play. His passing ability. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think he's in his prime days anymore. So look, Ivan Toney for me. Yeah, that's the one that I would take. Not Sadio Mane, but I did like that player a lot, Sadio Mane. I did like him a lot. Obviously, now it's different times. Chelsea already have Nkunku and Mudryk for left wing, so Mane is useless signing. There you go. Mane is 100% leaving. Yes, come on, guys. Smash the like and subscribe if you're new people. Come on, let's do that. Let's take the moment right now. Let's see how many likes. We've got 62 likes. Let's pump the likes, guys. Take a moment right now before we go into the next news to smash the like button. Take a moment right now, and then, if you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. Sammy McBell, the likelihood of Daniel Levy selling Harry Kane to Chelsea is virtually non-existent. There you go. For all the people that are talking about Harry Kane. Dusan Vlahovic is another interesting name and could be available. Look, I don't mind Dusan Vlahovic. I think physically he could make it at Chelsea. Serbian background. These Serbians, they've got the dog in them. Physically, he should be up for it. Aerially, he's good. He's had a couple of really, really good seasons in Serie A before Juventus. I think he used to play for Fiorentina, didn't he? Dusan Vlahovic, and he was killing it at Fiorentina. In Juventus, a bit of 50-50. Not like it's absolutely exploded, but at the same time, I don't think it's been absolutely flop either. Dusan Vlahovic to Chelsea, look. I would go with Ivan Toney. Like if I was to have, my choice in terms of striker, realistically, obviously Victor Osimhen would be number 1, but that's not happening. It's just not happening. Ivan Toney would be a huge one for me. Ivan Toney, but that whole gambling situation, how long is he going to be out for? That's a big issue. Ivan Toney would be fantastic. And if it's not anyone that in the likes of Ivan Toney, I don't know. I'm not too keen with Dusan Vlahovic and all of these kind of players. I mean, they're not bad players. It's just I'd rather not, man. I'd rather not. Yeah, Mitrovic is a good shout as well, Shubra. I would go with Mitrovic. Yeah, Mitun, you're right. Vlahovic is young. He is young. He could potentially be a very, very good player for us. So, look, I don't know. I know you guys are going to hate on me, man. For me, Vitor Roque, man. That Brazilian player, man. if you're looking for someone for the future and build someone, Vitor Roque. I know we look a bit upfront, too youngish with Broja and David Datra Fofana. And then if you also get Roque, Vitor Roque, you need a proven striker up front. You need someone who's going to bang in 20 goals. But yeah, for me, man, I like Vitor Roque, man. I really do. I just feel like he's going to be a huge, huge player, man. And then years down the track, we'll be like, you know what? Wish we got him. Wish we got him. He just gives me Suarez, Aguero sort of vibe, that player. So I'd give Vlahovic miss. Juventus players don't work well here. There you go. Everyone's is saying Vlahovic does not watch Juve at all. Everyone's saying Vlahovic does not watch Juve at all. I'll put my hand up. I definitely don't watch Juve enough, if any. We need striker can score 20 plus goals season, man. No, you're right. Ugarte should be bought at any cost. A lot of people like Ugarte, man. But Mason Burstow is also class. Yeah, a few people rate Mason Burstow, but I think he needs to go out on a loan first. I think more than any. Myla, people think Chelsea are in a situation that can cough up 120 million without consequence. Osimhen is not happening. Yeah. I don't think Osimhen is happening, to be honest. Miz, would you go for Arsenal still in Balogun? One of top scorers in French league, getting the development that is needed for a young player. That's decent shout, man. Balogun. I guess Arsenal, they have something to think about here. They got Eddie Nketiah, Gabriel Jesus. What do they do with Balogun? Lighting up the French league. Do we really think Balogun can come in to Chelsea and bang in 20 plus goals? And I know there are a lot of people will say, do you really think Vitor Roque can do that? Look, this is where I suppose personal preference come into play, right? Look, I don't know, man. I'm not too keen on Balogun, but I hear your point. I do hear your point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, Ben Jacobs. What Maurizio Pochettino does want is proven Premier League quality. It's another thing he has stressed. His relationship with co-sporting director Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart is going to be key. So, looks like proven Premier League players seem to be the theme. I feel like, look, that's all well and dandy. Get your proven Premier League players, no problems. But don't close yourself off from gems elsewhere. Like, for example, Ugarte in defensive midfield, playing for Sporting Lisbon. I've now watched Sporting Lisbon quite a few times with Ugarte. He's a sensational player, man. He's a beast of a player in defensive midfield with that ball playing ability as well, with that dog in him as well. If you get your hands on him, your team will be better off. Him and Enzo Fernandez together, I think that could be a very, very dynamic duo. But, if we're looking at only focusing on Premier League proven players, well, then there goes Ugarte, right? Zubimendi is another shout. Not all Premier League proven players always end up having fantastic seasons, right? Like, if you guys remember all the way from, the yesterdays, like Fernando Torres from Liverpool didn't work out for us. Who else didn't work out from a Premier League standpoint? Well, recently, you look at Sterling this season, but this season, I guess, is probably an anomaly. Cucurella is another one that's not really working out, is it? Who else in recent times for Chelsea Football Club, Premier League proven, hasn't really worked out? Can you guys think of any? Yeah, Cucurella and Sterling. Drinkwater, what a shout. Drinkwater is someone has not really worked out. Yes, Ross Barkley is another one. Alexis Sanchez from Arsenal. So there's plenty. Lukaku is Premier League proven as well. So, yeah, there's plenty of examples out there that it not necessarily has to work out. So I hope we're not just shutting ourselves up from gems elsewhere. So we'll see. Look, hoping for that Pochettino news to come by very, very soon, sometime tomorrow, day after. That will be very, very interesting to see. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Smash the like button. Only another 25 more likes to go before 100 likes. If you can do that, more than 250, nearly 250 people live right now. Let's do that. Let's take some final comments from you guys and we'll wrap things up. Meanwhile, smash that like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. Let's see what you guys are saying. Big up, Miz. Keep up with the good work, my friend. Thank you so much. Richarlison, what a shout. Yeah, he didn't work out. Wow. There's plenty of people out there. What is Prem proven? So vague. Lavia, 1 season. Prem proven or not? It's true. It's true. What is Prem proven? Someone like Sterling, Prem proven, comes to Chelsea Football Club. It's not really worked out. So you're right. What is Prem proven? Yeah, Romeo Lavia, is that Prem proven? 1 season. Surely cannot be Prem proven after 1 season. Miz, bro, Jonathan David is very less spoken of. He's actually too good, Miz. His stats speaks all about him. Now, you're right, man. There's a lot of people talking about Jonathan David, and it could potentially work under Pochettino. It could be a very cheeky shout. I'm not even going to lie. So let's see where Jonathan David goes. Surely this season, he needs to go to a different club. It'll be interesting to see where he goes. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed the live stream. Smash the like button. Only another 17 more likes left to get to 100 likes. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys later on tonight after the Champions League match is finished between the Milan teams. Milan derby, it's going to be huge. And then we'll drop the latest in Chelsea news. So do look out for that. And also, if you've missed out on my second channel, the link is in the description, but the link is also in the channel profile. If you click on the channel link, you'll see the second my second channel, Ms. TV Total Football. I've dropped the latest video there. Do check that out, which is in regards to Ala Madrid, man. What a match. It was basically the review of last night's match against Real Madrid versus Man City. Do check that out. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya.